Good morning, folks. Welcome to the Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. I'm your host, Travis, and today we're stepping into the shadows of spiritual warfare, international horror, and one of the most brutal franchise bidding wars of the decade. It's still fight week down in ATL. We are a little bit closer to Saturday, but you know the deal. We still do what we got to do. Demons, chainsaws, and emotional collapses. Let's get into it. All right, first up, despite 5 decades of possession films, retreading the same territory, crucifixes, contorted limbs, vomit, and 2 battling priests, the exorcism subgenre keeps coming back from the dead. The Ritual, starring Al Pacino and Dan Stevens, claims to depict the most documented exorcism in U.S. history, based off the real-life case of Emma Schmidt from 1928. But critics are already calling it another uninspired homage to The Exorcist. So, why does the subgenre still work? For some, it's about spiritual warfare. For others, it's the allure of evil dressed up as entertainment. Either way, there's something deeply unsettling and maybe deeply wrong about turning the darkest corners of faith into popcorn cinema. So, here's what I'll ask you. Do you feel these films help us confront evil or just help us fetishize it? Let me know your thoughts and answers in the comments below. All right, next up, filming has begun on Nervous, a bilingual psychological horror flick set in rural South Korea and starring Sarah Balger, Asun Kong, and Soo Yoon, directed by Abner Pastol. The film follows a woman lost in both marriage and memory as her reality unravels abroad. With international co-producers like February Films and execs from Hellboy and Defy Bloods, the pedigree is quite strong. This isn't just horror through a cultural lens. It's a look at what happens when grief, identity, and environment dissolve all at once. The Korean setting, known for psychological precision, could elevate this into something genuinely terrifying and emotionally raw. So, are you international psychological horrors now, doing what American genre films can't? Getting under your skin and in your head. Let us know if they do in the comments below. And finally, let's talk meat. TCM type meat. Not the kind Leatherface serves, but the kind studios are salivating over. Rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre are officially up for grabs, with a bidding war underway that includes 8 major players. Taylor Sheridan, Jordan Peele's Monkey Paw, Neon, A24, and Netflix are all circling this IP like buzzards, which is what we mentioned a few months ago. Pitches range from prestige TV with Glenn Powell to a Brian Bertino directed film co-written by Oz Perkins. Even Sheridan, Texas born and bred, reportedly in talks to produce. With slasher revivals like Halloween and Scream breaking box office records, everyone's looking to reboot Leatherface for a new generation. But will they honor the grit and grime of Toby Hopper's 1974 classic, or turn it into streaming slop? Let me know. What matters more in a horror revival? IP power or auteur passion? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Today's take. There's a difference between exploring darkness and exploiting it. Whether it's an exorcism film using faith for scares or studio bidding over a chainsaw like it's a beachfront property. We're in a cultural moment where horror just isn't a genre, it's a brand. And the question is, who's using it to say something and who's just cashing in? If you're listening to today's show on Spotify, make sure you answer today's Spotify poll question. That's it for today's episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror for June 10th, Don't forget to follow us at HMU NCUT on all platforms. If you want to follow me personally, especially on X, at Travis Nyquil with an extra L for daily doses of horror dread. And if you want to keep this bloody train rolling, man, hit up Patreon, subscribe, and support us at Horror Movies Uncut. Until next time, you guys know the drill. We will see you tomorrow. Keep the lights on.